Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, impacts the lives of millions of Americans and people all over the world. We're committed to researching potential new treatments for this severe disease, and you could be an important part of that process. Learn more about the POLAR study for people with COPD. Every day, people just like you volunteer to participate in clinical trials to help learn more about medical conditions and develop potential new treatments. The POLAR study is testing an investigational inhaled medication that may act as an additional anti-inflammatory component of your treatment to help prevent flare-ups. It is expected that delivering the study drug directly to the lungs will limit body-wide exposure and may reduce unwanted side effects. To join the POLAR study, you must be 40 years or older, a current or former smoker with an established COPD diagnosis, which presents as chronic bronchitis. That means a chronic productive cough and sputum and frequent respiratory infections. You need to be taking stable inhaled triple therapy for COPD for at least the last 3 months, which includes a corticosteroid, a long-acting beta-2 agonist, and a long-acting muscarinic antagonist. Check with the study staff to see if your medications qualify. And you must have had at least one COPD flare-up in the past year that required a visit to the hospital or emergency room that included treatment with systemic steroids and/or antibiotics. There are additional requirements that the study staff will review with you before you can enroll. We may also need your help getting your medical records from the hospital or urgent care that treated your most recent COPD flare-up. The study lasts just over a year. It requires about 8 visits to the research clinic, 2 scheduled phone calls with research staff, and the use of an electronic study diary every evening to record symptoms, medication use, and answer questionnaires. Qualified participants will be randomly assigned, like rolling dice, to one of 4 different study treatments which would be taken in addition to your current COPD therapy: high-dose investigational medication, low-dose investigational medication, roflumilast, an approved oral drug which acts similarly to the investigational medication, or placebo, an inactive substance used for comparison. During the study, you'll receive the investigational medication, study assessments, and study-related care at no cost. You may also be reimbursed for your time, travel, and certain expenses like parking. You will continue your current COPD medication until the end of the study. Before enrolling, the study doctor will review the informed consent form with you, which outlines the study in more detail, including your rights and responsibilities as a participant. Remember that participation in the POLAR study is completely voluntary, and you can choose to leave the study at any time and for any reason. Thanks for helping us investigate better ways to treat COPD. Future generations may benefit from your willingness to participate. Ask your doctor for more about the POLAR study today.